so thankful you're here with us in the 2025 Spiker Surf Invitational Conference here on Pilipinas Live. And stinging start here for US. Death in the family, unfortunately. And we'll get to hear more about that later on from Mariana Perlas. But what are we looking here from UST?
Well, first and foremost, and something that we mentioned earlier, that, well, UST, basically, they can't play a good game, but one of the perennial problems that they've been having is something that you would have to be very wary of.
Absolutely. As the first point for VNS is courtesy of an attack error from UST, but they to be a bit patient in terms of their growth.
I agree, and we've seen a lot of bright spots for this young team. Just earlier I mentioned that while they have not won a game, they managed to secure one set win against Signal, and it was an extended set, 27-29. So imagine being able to pull that off against a very experienced. I've read this somewhere before that one of the idols of Kimi Lirai with against now the tallest spiker, but just like Josh can also be the main man.
Villacruz is with the serve here, and UST trying to score off the block, and they won't get a hand. Ang schedule nila to start out this conference, and it was very much a baptism through fire.
That's right. I think that's an understatement, actually, with these two teams, as we take a look at that error committed by Kimi Lirai.
Look at that again, and that is the type of error that you feel with a bit of fix here for VNS to be able to go up against, as you mentioned a while ago, some of these players, idol nila, mga nakakalaban nila. That type of experience, as at the moment,
in a lead.
Axel Book with that last point. The setup, the little push from the back kept alive. Cruz will lift it up, looking for Lirai. Lirai, heavy hit, and that's going to be a net violation against UST.
The third one is the net violation error.
And that time, UST getting a bit of help from the tape. Cruz lifts that up. Lirai again, and Lirai overcooked it. In particular. Again, being able to come here, Spiker Surf is something. Oh, Diwa.
Oh, what a hit there by Diwa.
UST. Pushing that up, getting a bit of help from the blockers there. Cruz lifting that up. Back row attack. Lirai changing things up. Ibanez will go up. Oh, that was stinging.
Good combination play from US of that, and speed as well.
It's a feature wherein when the commentators, and that is our fault. Here's Yamba with the setup again, and trying to make up for it. He does, getting a bit of help from the hands. So that means we're going to go to our first technical time.
During this very tough time, but the game must go on. Head coach Oji Mamon voiced out how disappointed he was after the last game. They were out-blocked, and the number of attack errors were unacceptable. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that report. That was Ayana Perlas with that. And again, filling in the G-boy-sized hole in this team is always going to be difficult, as that one will go the way of VNS. They're being asked for. Obviously, it's one of the most scrutinized positions here in general.
And, well, the consistency is something that the coach offers. And it definitely breaks the momentum that they're able to create.
Well, VNS returned at the collegiate level sometimes, especially as growing players. But of course, the demand is always there.
That's right. And plus, the tournament that we have right now, of course.
After that challenge, great challenge called. Yambao with the setup. Ooh, and good blocking here coming from VNS.
And comes in the younger Mandal.
And now the blocking just working out here for VNS. And
it impact as soon as he was fielded in.
Finished with 11 points. As that's going to be an ace here coming from ace. Lirai. And Lirai not here. Again, good contest here so far. No one really going too far ahead. Net defense slowed that down. And that time looking for a block touch. See how well this USD team will block this time around, because again, Savogia only tallied 4 block points.
Another good pickup there for USD.
Well, the floor defense is definitely there. Free ball to play with here for VNS. They go to the wing. Good rally here so far. And that'll end it. Again, US, our second technical timeout. Oh, and that was easy. Picked up which pieces fit in the best and where.
That's right. And joining the tournament like this, going up against a much experienced and stronger team is good experience for come back or to recover, because at the end of the day, their coaching staff can only do as much. It's the players on the court that's doing all the job.
And there UST answer back. Case of someone who was challenged unsuccessfully from Coach Oji. Yambao with the setup, and Diwa just good presence line here. Good pass. Ibanez again, and able to just pop up out of nowhere. Always want to watch out for it. Omandal sends it straight to the net for UST. 8-4 is just too much here for UST to be happy with. As Ibanez, oh, stinging hit again.
And that catches the hands of a blocker.
Articon is on the service line. Yambao with a setup. And that time Articon unable to shift his body to control. Bok with the reception, and he goes on the attack. So Bok.
Change of points.
And again, if you're VNS, you take a look at the growth here so far. Again, granted they played signal and then crisscross. As UST gives a point back, and it's
except for the fact that they've been committing quite a sizable number of errors. 10 already, as Coach Oji mentioned, and we're just in the second. We just started the first set.
And they are going to say there already was a floor. Troops to service line. And that's better blocking. And UST now starts.
The Spikers turf being a young team like the Griffins. But, you know, intensity is always something that can help. In any sport that you look at, you know, having that intensity, that points, courtesy of blocks for the Golden Spikers.
That's Yambao with the serve there. Leray gives a free ball away. Yambao has all the choices to make, and they go to Ibanez. Good save. And there it is, 3 straight block points here for UST. And all
able to have those back-to-back blocks. So let's see if there's any adjustment in the attack.
So Bok stop there, and better blocking here. Coming from VNS. Bok again. Great floor defense coming from Ibanez. And Ibanez goes on the attack, pushes it, and finds the right spot.
For the attack, because if we count out the number of attempts, you know, Josh Ibanez alone had 13, but the entire VNS squad had 29. So that was the disparity.
That's much better here coming from VNS, coming from the back. This good floor defense shown by these two squads here so far for the first point, and Ibanez couldn't score then as well. Here's Bok trying to push, and he will find the line. And that
Golden Spikers by surprise.
And that was such a bright smile coming from Bok. Yambao with the setup. Oh! No stopping that one. Josh Ibanez with the serve. Guerra with the setup. Soft touch. Oh, and a great pancakes in. The second one here for UST in this one. Better reception. Oh, that's a free ball to play with. Leray was able to save that one. And that will be VNS's point. So we are now seeing a more...
Really reading the defense of UST now.
And it feels like they have more of a spring in their step here. As that is able to catch the line.
It would be interesting to see, you know, how UST will recover from this one.
Yambao lifted that up. Bok with the reception. It's going to be a free ball to play with here for UST. VNS setting up defensively again. Better blocking coming from VNS. First to the ball, still alive. From the back. Nothing there. We're going back and forth here. And that time, UST at first set.
I agree.
It's a much more comfortable VNS team here, especially on the attack. And UST having to raise their game as well. Diwa, soft touch. Oh, what a save. They go the other way. Kept alive. A bit of a scramble. It's a bit mad. And that time, UST end up with the point yet again. That score. And this time, VNS answering back. Yeah, I
mentioned that it can change things for your team.
Yes. Yambao with a setup. Better blocking again. Diwa with the touch. Ibanez Stinging hit and trying to save it, and they won't be able to. So just a miscue there from VNS. Unit as a group is to when they face more adversity is how they can overcome it mid-game. As that time, UST finally steal the lead here, 5-4. Lirai lifting up.
Did he find some pants? Yes, that did catch some pants.
Instead of relying on the errors of UST like we saw a while ago.
Oh, another excellent hit.
To build on this. Ran into that one. Oh, and there was a gap, a big hole in the middle. Like that, but we have to. Makam with the serve. And unable to get that across the tape.
Since Howard knows it by heart, and the team is very confident when he is on the court. But as we heard, Coach Ralph is very frustrated because in last night's trainings, expecting it to follow through.
For Guerra, as mentioned by our Ayana Perlas, coming in his first game of the competition, and you just got to feel, partner, that sometimes there's going to be first game jitters.
Lead already, at least, you know, for the remainder of the tournament. And each win, of course, that they will try to get will advance to the next round. So the placing will be very important for all the teams.
VNS keeping that alive and able to answer back. 1-point lead. Here's Yambao with a setup. Cruz with a tap.
Oh, good chase by Lirai.
And the effort is there. Can VNS get reset? Ibanez. And they're going to try it again.
Oh, another chase by Lirai.
Lirai with the save, and that's just too short.
Oh, we really have to give them. It's just finding the right area.
Yambao with the setup.
Just
Soft
like
touch.
that tip.
Wow.
Oh, the defense.
At the space behind them. Much better here coming from VNS again. Should be 10 here. And that time, Diwa unable to dunk that down, but there's going to be here for UST.
Well, that's a good ratio for UST, considering they had 10 in the first, and early on it was, I mean, before the second technical timeout, they already had a couple of errors.
Yes, absolutely. We were actually talking about that, how they were allowing VNS to come back into the game via the errors. We've seen VNS look.
The question would be if the Griffins will be able to sustain the lead, or at least the momentum being on their side.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ball.
Oh, good save by Umandal. It's going to be a free ball.
And who do they turn to here? And VNS.
Griffins, you know, it's everybody gets a share of the load.
But that was a good one there coming as Umandal set to serve. They go to Lirai. Good floor defense again coming from UST. Diwa there first. Valera able to be there. Volk.
Oh, too strong.
Miscue there, and we're all knotted up at 13. And that time, the net defense all of a sudden comes to life here for when it comes to set number 1, set number 2.
That's right. In the first set, out of his attempts, he was not able to convert any point. But here in the set number 2, with an excellent hit to score the 15 point for UST.
Lirai. Oh, again, the defense on point here for UST. And scoring off the block and sending us to our second technical timeout. UST up by 2.
But you just have to be able to put yourself in at least in the 4th spot. At least for the Griffins, that could be a good target. Like we mentioned earlier, only the top 4 teams will be moving on to the semis, where they will be joined by the 2 foreign guest teams that Kimi Lirai would want to play against with. That's the Kinda University of Japan and Pro Volleyball Academy of Australia. And all teams moving on to that semis will be playing another
start of the frame. UST mounting a bit of a comeback of their own. Lirai will score off the block. Well, I actually don't know if it's because the libero stole or he's But that time, the libero couldn't get to that.
Strong hits, rather. But Coach Ralph is asking the guys to think about how they will earn the point.
Well, again, that was a smart hit on the service line. Avila with the setup. And that is a good one coming from UST. That time, the libero able to keep that alive. Ball. As UST look for Ibanez. Liray. Now Cruz. Ball again. And that time, not able to get the timing right. In favor of UST. And overcooked it there at number 2.
Right, they played better. You know, it was a very hard start actually.
In Spiker's turf, wanting to make a difference. Again, he has that beach volleyball pedigree, but that's looking to make this 2 frames to none. And that's much better coming from VNS. Maybe that'll get them going. Back in. Bakil. Yambao with the steal. Ibanez getting a bit of help from the tape. Bautista pops that up, and Bautista needs to do something with this. From the back, and that time, Patadon could not control. Looking to put more pressure on VNS. What a serve, but they give it straight back. Yambao with the setup, and they would of VNS. With the sizable advantage. Block points there, all knotted up at 2 apiece.
And Manaka during timeouts. But for VNS, there's quite a number of those, you know, insofar in all the timeouts that we've heard. So it's basically a lot of a reminder of the things that they've already been doing in practice. Oh, that is an unfortunate turn of events for the
Responsibility for the ball.
That's right.
Was their downfall.
That's right. It was really a very excellent save by Cruz, you know, and nobody to get that ball can really be very frustrating.
Not playing their last game, by the way.
Another good pickup there by Cruz.
Alabar with the save there. Guerra with a setup. And not much UST could do about that one. Sally.
Sustain this up to the end of the third.
My correction a while ago, Cruz did play in the last game, talking about VNS. And that time, the net by VNS. And that has been a constant positive here for the Griffins. Their net defense has been on point.
The choices, you know, being made inside the court. I mean, it's just the first 4 points, but, you know, Coach Oji to be able to earn the point.
VNS trying to mount a comeback here. Ibanez, oh, lined that one up perfectly. Line again for UST. Cruz with Bautista. Just better for defense here from Ducks. And that time, Ibanez just doing enough to push that into the fingers of the VNS. 5-3 in favor of VNS here at the bottom of your screen. As Ibanez will score again. So Ibanez is such a special player for UST. Guerra lifts that up, pushes that up with Ibanez able to control that. Oh, and that was desperate stuff here from VNS to get that across. Nothing they could do about that, though. It sounded like it glued this team together.
Well, that was too strong for Ibanez.
Again, we have to stop compliment. 6-5 right now in favor still of VNS. VNS keeping that alive. Oh, not really the type of contact that he wanted there. And that'll be a check in favor of UST. Guerra lifting this one up. All the options to aim at. And that time the effort from Yambao, unable to get that, but out with the lead. I don't think they've done that the entire game. Ooh, but Macam coming in strong. Golden Spikers trying to regain the lead here. Again, good coverage from UST. and trying to grab a bit of the line. They are unable to do so, so it is VNS.
By Coach Oji, they have been changing their system almost annually. Their current system was just established this May, so in the words of Coach Oji, it is still very immature, but he is...
So for Coach Oji, he's a bit of a mad scientist. He likes to tinker and try new things and make a difference. And there is going to be a growing pain. And what we are seeing when we say that they are disjointed from time to time, that is it at the end. And right now, ooh, that was stinging from Makam.
Quite a lot. So far, they've only committed 6, which is good.
Ball lifted up, still alive. And that time just goes up. That is Bautista with the serve. Oh, Ibanez. Again, he gets on that trampoline. He feels like he's never... So all of a sudden, it's a 2-point advantage here for VNS. Ibanez. Good save, kept alive.
Good effort there from the Griffins.
But nothing stopping that. You know, you got a feel there for trailing by 1. Looking for a bit of a comeback here. But throw the point away. So 2-point lead. And all had to do really with the slow start of UST. And that's going to be a net violation here for VNS. I can't have that at this level.
Good save by Dax Yambao.
And Bakil unable to get that. Guerra with the setup. A one-handed set. And did he overcook that? Able to get the line. And for VNS, trying to maintain this lead, getting a bit of help from the tape. Oh, and that was hit with a bit of spice. Joshua Avila with the serve there. He lifts it up. Oh, Ibanez. Did he get the corner? Yes, he did.
He did. Josh Ibanez just survived.
You called that out. Oh, giving chase here. Can they save it? No, they can't. As Josh Ibanez gives us a high five.
Supposed to return it, but I might get blamed.
Valera. Yambao, not that time. Lifted up again. The intensity ramping up here in San Juan. And the rally continues. VNS still can't score. UST go to Yambao. Who do VNS turn to here? And that time scoring off the block. VNS go to our second technical runs. And again, learning together as a group and really punching above their weight, partner. And sometimes they have been successful. But Makam's ensuring, like, nope, they won't be successful here. Has performed admirably. That was a stinging serve. Dealt well with here by VNS. Oh, and that was so good. Trying to maintain this advantage. UST want to knot it up through Ibanez. This guy, because of the way he cocks back his legs. Ooh, but that was good too. Dax Yambao gives the lead. He overcooked that. Especially what we're seeing right now as they're trying to close this one out. We're going to see if they can keep their game clean. And that was clean coming from Yambao. He has been enjoying his...
Being given those sets.
Oh, and that was poor there in terms of the reception coming from VNS. Oh, Ibanez! He can jump out of the gym.
Moments from VNS. And again, has always been just a question of how they're able to maintain it. And this is a good response from Diwa.
1 point against Chris Cross. Oh, Ibanez.
Oh, that makes it to the line.
So Ibanez a bit frustrated there as we're great timeout from Coach Ralph. As the advantage of UST has evaporated. Guerra will lift this one up. And looking for a block touch. But they're going to get a net. Yeah, that's why you feel all the aches and pains in your body after.
Yes.
And that time, Ibanez able to get the score. And he gives the point back. And unfortunately for Ibanez, it hasn't been a great day.
UST in total, VNS only 3.
Oh, and that time, giving that point back. And don't look now, folks. VNS to serve here. That's the type of reception they need. And that's the type of swing they need too.
Makam score.
Safe serve there for UST. And able to keep that alive here, Ibanez. Whatever from these two squads, by the way. We've seen so many of those. Yambao, Ibanez, Makam. He came and he conquered.
That was probably
23 all. Guerra with the setup. Trying to get that lead back, but then he goes wide. And we are now.
Starts with a good pass.
Oh, and that was almost not it, but they'll score anyway.
VNS.
To get the advantage. Great first ball. Good floor defense here shown by VNS.
Oh,
and
but
that
a
is a
net violation error on the side of the golden spike.
That was a good serve. But Makam. Great reception here for VNS. How do UST reply? Makam again.
And it sails out.
And oh, UST not able to take advantage. And they're asking for a net violation again, and it is to claim the set, the VNS. Ooh, and Makam. The great hit, free ball to play with here for UST. Makam again. Good coverage. Makam, another attempt. Makam won't stop. And VNS still can't score. Setting up Makam again.
What a defense from VNS.
But UST answering back too. Ibanez this time, and he gets it. What a rally. Makam, I think, had like 4 attempts there in that last sequence, in that last rally. And that will go VNS's way again. Another. Alabar with the reception. Ibanez. That will go to a set 4. Ibanez not getting the angle right. Now growing.
Well, you mentioned about the number of errors they committed towards the last stretch of the third set. And it was at the 20 error.
You know, partner, at the moment, this has been a very error-prone team. As Omandal. Guerra with the setup. And that time getting the brush of the block.
Right, so body movements-wise, you know, and well, they always, in most of the sets we've seen today, you know, they would normally start out strong.
Yeah. UST to get a bit of the lead here in set number 4 as Guerra, another setup. That time trying to brush that off the block or violation against VNS. And that time the point will go far in the conference, not counting the ones that we've just seen here.
And that's a very big number and an important number that they should really look at because, you know, moving on to more crucial time, you make all those errors.
Eventually become emotional strain as Valera unable hit right. Again, I believe he was advantage. Because again, credit to VNS. The lack of errors that they've had is so important. Ibanez with the effort, free ball to play with. Guerra with the setup from the back row.
Good.
A while ago, and the way that there was set up for the block, he was not happy. Delicana, at that time, Bakil did not read that correctly. But that's a precious point here for
This game, most were committed in the third set. They had 6 in the third set.
You see, when we criticize, they had 6 in set number 3. Guerra. Better blocking here, shown by UST. Lifting that up again. VNS. Trying to get a bit of the... Oh, trying to save that, but then that goes into the crowd. Omandal unable to head on paper. You might be the team that everyone expects not to win or not to do well. But then if you give...
They maximized all the opportunities they had.
Talking about maximizing opportunities, Andre Delicana didn't even play in the last game for UST, but he's already made a contribution here at set number 4. Here, UST taking the lead at our first technical timeout, 8-7. And that's important, partner, because in the last frame, they did not go to a technical timeout with the lead. It was always VNS.
That's
so
right.
This might be at least a momentum shift, a mental shift, as Ibanez scores off the block of Pedrosa.
The rest are Valera with 9, Yambao has 3, and Mandal also has 3.
I believe Mandal has 4 right now after that ace he had a while ago as well. Oh, and managing to keep it alive. Yes, they can. Guerra lifts it up. Well, we are seeing a more incisive USD team. But as I say, that Diwa with a single block to shut the door. But Valera has received an earful multiple times already. Ibanez. Oh,
Smart
soft
move.
touch. Again, you know, Ibanez.
And decide where to bring the ball. Do I hit it? Do I tip it? Again, the luxury.
And that time, VNS. And
We've seen a lot, more and more sequences where we have long rallies, an excellent defense. And Ibanez just...
Oh, from the back.
Oh, but
What a
good
save.
Skip up from Cruz. Unfortunately, no, the response from him might be a little bit frustrating for him, you know, when those things happen.
Well, Cruz is one of the oldest members of this team. Talking about VNS. Siyempre, when we say oldest members, he's only 25 years old.
But that's the most senior already in the roster.
One of the most senior. Diwa
Yeah.
is actually the most senior one. But UST is here in San Juan. Guerra trying to be clever.
But that was well read by Yambao.
Great coverage.
Oh, there was a net infraction.
So Diwa will be hit with that infraction. Yambao with the serve. Guerra with the setup again. Going up. Ibanez. Oh, what a save again. Bautista. Now Cruz gets it across. Oh my goodness. Delicana well rested because there are no classes anymore. So, with that question posed to his team, let's see if they can come up. Diana for sending us that report. And of course, here's Ibanez again. And, you know, Ibanez, it has been a frustrating day.
Is able to figure out, you know, his tendencies, attack tendencies, and he's been denied a couple of times. Another denial at the net, but covered by UST that time.
Oh, and that was a stinging hit here for VNS. See, they refuse to go away, part a weapon here for...
Can really pose a challenge to their opposing teams.
I talked about the efficiency of Ibanez a while ago, as that is a good hit there coming from safe serve. Guerra lifts it up. And that's a good block coming from UST. They up their lead to 16. Again, who just scored off the block, a triple block, mind you, in that last sequence. There's so much to improve on for this group, and they are getting better.
Like a 60% average for success.
And Coach Oji
Focus on Coach Oji when those moments happen.
Delicana. again, coming out here in set number 4 and making an impact. Means places are up for grabs, and this is an opportunity for people to step up. As Delicana unable to turn the game for UST. Oh, and another miscue here from the pair of Bautista and D.
By Cruz and
Yeah, the end of set number
the
2.
Yeah, it was the second set. But this time around, good coverage.
And that, oh! That's going to be go away. Oh, and that was saved there by the libero, Alabar. Setting up Ibanez. And Ibanez looking for a standards. And a great third. Oh, and had to adjust there. This is a free ball to play with for VNS. And Bautista ties it up at 19.
And it seems like, you know, VNS has, they're doing a good job, you know, like even if their situation that they're find themselves.
Trevor Valera with the serve. Guerra with the setup. Ibanez having to adjust. Practically a free ball to play with here. Push that. Kept that up from the back.
Character, especially if the game has been this close.
Oh, and Ibanez. Guerra chased that. And that's a good hit. Because he's a beach volleyball player, ang bilis niya dito sa indoor. As a UST will answer. Daxiambao. Guerra. Good blocking. And Alabar with the save. And to give it to Umandal. And that time, getting that between the net and the blocker.
And extend to a fifth.
You know, for those expecting that this could have been a simple 3-setter, well, you got that wrong. And there they are again. Delicana alongside Ivy Remulla. Ayana Perlas is our courtside reporter. Again, famous for long games. Oh! And UST say she'll impact in set number 4. Safe serve again coming from Ibanez. Bakil with the setup. Oh, and there it is! The ending they so crave for, sealed with the triple block.
The UST winning it at the end.